get to hang out with one of the most popular Ghanaian superstars in Korea. There's so much to be talked about. He's making waves. Everyone seems to be talking about him, and he gets to some of the biggest interviews you can think of. And today, I'm happy to see him here. And hi.
Hello. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you too. So, who are you in general?
I was born in Ghana. I lived in Ghana. But at a point, I had to leave to Korea to study, and now I work as an entertainer in Korea.
But one will ask, I mean, people leave Ghana, they go to the States, they go to London, because we are more familiar with the language and we are okay to communicate with them. Why Korea?
Personally, I felt like I didn't always want to fit in. I wanted to do something different, and it was a good opportunity. It was a government scholarship, and even though I didn't really know a lot about Korea before I left, I felt like it was an opportunity to explore and do something different and challenge myself too, because I knew I was going to a place where I couldn't speak the language. I didn't know anything about the culture. I basically had to survive, and just that adventure in itself was something that I was like really looking forward to. So, and I'm glad I made that decision, because if I go to America or the UK, I would just feel just like everybody else. Here I am in a place where I stand out, and that has taken me places. So I'm very appreciative of that.
How long did it take you to study the language and then, I mean, start working with the TV networks and all?
Well, it took me about a year or two to get the language, and I studied there at university. I did my undergrad, and after that I started doing entertainment. But even when I was in school, I was doing a little acting here and there. I was doing modeling too, and I wanted to expand because I realized that there was an opportunity for me to change my sense about Africans, about black people in Korea, and I just took that and I run with it. Yes.
All right, so can you list some of the things you do? I mean, you've mentioned TV.
Yeah.
I know you're a model.
Yeah.
You're a singer?
Not really, but we have produced some songs. Yeah. So basically, I've done a few movies. I'm on TV shows. I'm a radio host. I'm on the side. I'm an entrepreneur because I own a business in Korea as well, and I do some charity too. Yeah. Last year I actually built a school in Ghana. Yeah, with World Vision, and we're planning a second school next year. Yeah, so trying to slowly come back to Ghana, team up with people, do some entertainment work here, do some charity work here as well. So, yeah.
Well, how has the experience been for you, especially modeling for Korean folk?
Yeah.
I think you were also an ambassador for Seaway.
Yes.
Yeah. How did all these deals come about?
Well, the truth is, it was a very difficult decision because I studied computer engineering in school, and one would expect that with that kind of background you probably go work for a computer company, but I don't want, like I said, I didn't want to fit in. I want to do something different, and I realized that in Korea there was still a lot of work to be done about how they thought of black people and Africans, and I realized that using entertainment as a platform, I was going to be able to reach a lot of people. And so it was a difficult decision, but I took that, and I wanted to battle racism. I wanted to battle discrimination, of all sorts of forms against people, of a very specific skin tone. And I didn't really think it was going to get me this far, to be honest with you. I remember when I walked into my first agency's office, the owner of the company didn't really expect this to come up that way, but I was lucky to get on a TV show, and it became like the most popular show in Korea. It was with a bunch of other foreigners, and that's when everything took off. We had companies calling us. I got to be the face of a fashion line. I got to I did the seaweed thing as well. I got to be an ambassador for World Vision. Things that nobody ever thought could happen. Even I didn't think were possible. Just doing entertainment work have been able to happen, and I'm really excited about that. It's a great experience to be able to walk around town and see your face on a building, and it's not your home turf. It's a different country, so it's definitely a blessing.
Okay, now talking about racism. I mean, you're black. Koreans are national white. How are you able to overcome that line and actually cross over?
What I've learned is that racism is a thing of the mind, and it stems from a lot of ignorance. It's because people are not aware of what is happening, you know. Just like how Ghanaians will see a Korean and think they're Chinese, it's the same way a Korean would see, let's say, like a black person from Ghana and probably think they're from Kenya. You know, it's the same mindset if you think about it, but I realized that through education and through exposure, people actually realize that, okay, they might look like they're similar, but they're not from the same place. You know, they're totally different, and you have to look at one person just the way that they are, and really get to know about their culture and their background before we start, you know, calling names or going whatsoever. So I feel like education and exposure is really, really important. It's one of the reasons why I'm here in Ghana as well. You know, to promote Korea, to open Ghanaians out to Korean culture, because I feel like there's a lot of similarities in the cultures. It's not so different. People think, oh, Korea is really far, they're Asian, so it's not that different. If we really look at the culture, it's very similar, you know, so a lot of things that both countries can benefit, you know, from each other. So I think education is really, really important. And now we live in the internet world. Everything is viral, everything is online. So it just takes a few minutes to just go up online and search about a country and the people and what they're into and what they're not into and all of that. And I feel like just doing that can actually change your entire mindset about a race or a particular group of people.
How long have you been in Korea now?
This is my 9th year. Yeah, so close to a decade. Yeah, it's been an awesome ride. A lot of ups and downs, been a lot of challenges, but I'm still here, kicking hard, and I'm representing Ghana all the way. GH all day, yeah.
Alright, so now let's talk about the future.
Yeah.
I mean, with all of this, you're back in Ghana. What are your plans for Ghana?
I've always looked at myself as an ambassador for Ghana, even prior to all of this, because I realized that I could be the gateway, you know, to Koreans knowing about Ghana and all of that. So I'm looking beyond just entertainment. I'm looking political. I'm looking economical. I'm looking social. What are the benefits that both countries can get? And I want to be that person who's bridging the two countries together in that regard. So if it's politics, we understand Korea as a country and the politics or political history and what we can learn from them. We look at socially, because I feel like Korea is a great example to Ghana, because they started building their country after the 1960s and they've been able to reach tremendous development. So Ghana as a country can take a lot of cues from Korea. Korea likewise too. They come to Ghana, they can learn a lot of things about the culture, about the fashion, the food, the tourism, and go back home and apply it to different aspects of their life. So in the long term, I don't know, you know, it could be minister, it could be ambassador, whatever, but I want to be in a position where I can be that link between both countries.
Okay,
yes.
Now I'm going to try something. I know you speak the language, but I want you to look into the camera and tell Ghanaians how excited you are to be back home.
In Korean?
And then, yes, to be back home, and then, I mean, the fact that you're looking forward to make us know more about the Korean culture and everything.
가나 여러분 안녕하세요. 저는 SamOkyer입니다. 지금 이제 가나 한국 홍보대사 취임식 때문에 지금 하러 왔는데요. 여러분 많이 응원해 주시고요. 제가 이제 가나에 있는 동안 한국에 대한 얘기를 많이 할 거고요. 한국 소개를 많이 할 테니까 그런 이제 연 마음과 이제 연 정신으로 이제 한국이라는 나라가 좋게 봤으면 좋겠고요. 앞으로 제가 제대로 한 가교 역할을 해서 가나와 한국 또 전체적으로 그렇고 문화적으로 또 관광적으로 둘이서 두 나라에서 이제 할 수 있는 거를 다 할 수 있게끔 제가 노력을 열심히 해보도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.